and welcome to Frankly Speaking and to the most beautiful people in the world, Rishi Kapoor. Thank you very much in New York, in Central Park, and thank you very much for joining me, Neetu
Thank you
Singh.
for calling us.
And you've been away from India for the last 1 year, and India's missed you.
We are just about short of 1 year, couple of weeks short of 1 year. But by the time I get back, it will be nearly a year.
It's a long vacation.
It's a long vacation. I think it's beautiful you think about it that way, but how's the last 11 and a half months been?
There were good days and there were bad days, and bad days were really bad. But then, you stay positive and then you just sail through, and then this is part of life. And you have to stay positive. I mean, that's what I learned in these 10 months. There's no way you can say, "Arey, kya ho raha hai? Theek ho jayega." And that's what kept us going. And bad days we were home, and good days we went shopping. We went for lunches. We went to movies. There were so many people from India, and so it was just like, I feel it was just a long vacation.
You thought about it like that, Rishi?
See, when you say bad days, there's nothing I had some invasive surgery or I was in pain. Nothing of that sort. It's just that I have a kind of a little problem. लोगों को गुर्दे की शिकायत होती है. They have a problem with liver, with their lungs, with the heart. I had a marrow problem. It was just one of those, and I had to get it rectified. So there is nothing such as a serious issue. The problem is that from one treatment to another treatment, there's a gap of 6 to 8 weeks, which you're doing nothing but, like she said, you're just having a long vacation, but you cannot travel. You can't fly. You cannot move around because you have long distances, long hours in flying. So I've got to be here. So it's just that I've gone through a treatment, and thankfully it's been very successful. And thank you for the great and lovely blessings and duas of all my friends and family and fans and whoever, whatsoever. I really thank all of them that we had the courage to sail through some little difficult times.
So you took this decision about 10 months ago, as you said, to come in here.
Yes.
But when did you really find out that there was a problem, and how did you react to it?
I was shooting in Delhi, and my white blood cells were low. And when it was diagnosed, that was in Delhi, I was told to immediately, my son and our personal friends came over to Delhi to pick me up physically and put me in the next aircraft to go to New York. And I said, why can I not be treated here or whatever? The doctors, who were very, very kind and nice and forthcoming, they said that the best would be you take him immediately to New York and have a look. It was diagnosed at a very early stage, thankfully. So we came here, and I got to the doctors, and ever since then I've been with them, and they've been looking after me, my problem.
So not for a day, I want to ask you, Neetu, you've been with him now how many years? I mean, forever as I can remember,
45
because
years.
your romance on celluloid was something that we grew up on. So when you found out, what was your first reaction?
My first reaction was obviously very bad. I was devastated. My kids were devastated. We didn't know what to do. But then we thought to ourselves, "Okay, this is it. We have to deal with it." And where he's concerned, he was in denial. For the first 4-5 months, he was not himself. And I think when you start accepting that this is your issue, then you're stronger. I feel he's much stronger for the past maybe 5-6 months. The earlier 4-5 months were really, I could see that he
See,
was
it's like this, that, today, people fear, we have dramatized in films, we talk about cancer being a very dreaded disease. Yes, it is sad. But today, it's all treatable as well. If you diagnose in the right stage, it can be dealt with. And people should
but
not
the
hope.
C word psychologically...
But किसी ने जिंदगी भर तो जीना है नहीं. Somebody has got to, So if it's very curable, the
It's
doctors
curable
are terrible,
and also,
terrific.
and also you have to have family support.
Yes,
The
I've had
fam-
great
my-
support from Neetu, great support from my elder sister Ritu, my niece Natasha. They were real, like, my real anchors.
You know, like you, this is
kept
the
me going,
time
kept
you
me going.
realize.
So you were here, and did you ever think about it like that? Ek main aur ek tu was happening.
नहीं नहीं, वो उसके लिए टाइम नहीं था, वो जिंदगी भर कर
मुझे
चुका है.
मुझे ऐसा लगा कि इन दिनों I became his mother.
Yeah.
I would, yeah, like he was my third child. So like khana and sona and dawaiyan, you know, जैसे बच्चे का look after करते हैं. I just became a mother, and a mother wants to do the best.
My biggest problem was the patience required.
Patience, and which he doesn't have.
And
He has zero
this kind of
patience.
malady, you need to have great amount of patience.
भगवान ने सिखा दिया patience.
धीरज
कि आप
होना,
बैठे रहो, and
that is a little.
we will treat you, but you have to just stay put. And which he had no choice, and he's learned patience. I think God teaches you in different ways. This was a difficult way, but he's
You know,
taught
it's
it
so
me.
beautiful that both of you are smiling. I'm sure many people who've gone through this think it's an ordeal.
It's traumatic, no doubt, but it depends how you deal with it. I dealt with it as if, okay, we got to do it, we got to do it. और ऐसे ही होना चाहिए, ऐसे ही करना चाहिए.
My only issue was when he was not eating, when he lost a lot of weight. That was
in the
very,
initial
very, that was in like Jan, Feb. Every time you go through a treatment, there are days when you don't feel like eating. So that's the very, very tough time, what do you make him eat? So you think of different
I was only
things.
living on saline, saline यानी क्या
saline,
saline हम बोलते हैं
saline.
इंडिया में, यहाँ saline बोलते हैं. So only living on that. I mean, I didn't eat for, I don't know, 9 days. खाता नहीं. Doctor said because I had no appetite, no taste, no nothing.
And then I would talk to a third party. Like I would tell the nurse, there's a very nice restaurant. They have very good something on. And then he would hear me, because if I would ask him, he would say,
He's
"Nahi
a
chahiye,
foodie.
nahi
He's a
chahiye."
foodie.
He was a foodie.
Yeah,
and he
but
would say,
then,
"Nahi chahiye." Then I would talk to the third party. He said, "Acha hai, acha leke aa, dekhta hu." So we would play with him. So that's what I say, like family. When Ranbir used to come, Ridhima came, and his sisters were here.
Yeah.
When I see
My
other
kids were a great support too.
some people I see, they come alone and they go, and the dogs come to receive them. And they're akele aate hain bichare. So some people give up. But if that's so important today.
family support.
Family support. And I tell all kids that be with your family. When they need you, be there. That's so important.
And your daughter's married. She has a daughter. So,
Yeah.
Where did you draw your support from? She says family. She was there. She gave up everything.
My son came here perhaps 4 or 5 times. Ridhima, my son-in-law, my granddaughter, they were here twice because my granddaughter goes to school. So the support was from every people who couldn't even come over. Their support, moral support, and not physical support, the moral support.
And everybody
and
from
the
his
film
fraternity,
industry, my
yeah.
fraternity, not
Everybody
even from my
came.
fraternity, my well-wishers, whosoever came into New York wanted to come and see me, and it was so nice, felt so good.
Actually,
that
like,
you are, people
like Central Park, I think your
Yeah.
apartment had become the go-to place in New York.
We
because
come here, we come to Central
your
Park quite often.
Instagram posts have kept the country informed about who's
I
seeing
have
you.
to tell you something. It is so nice, I felt so nice. So I used to post these Instagram pictures, just to keep the positivity going. I never put pictures where he was down and out. So I put happy pictures. So the other day I was in the hospital and I was waiting for the elevator and he was admitted. So one young boy came, he says, "Ma'am, I want to share something with you." I said, "Kya hua?" He said, "My father is going through the same thing." And he was very depressed, but we kept showing our pictures. And we said, "See, Rishi ji is so good and he's so happy and he's getting treated and he's well." And those pictures made him come here, and he wants to go through the treatment. And he was so like down and out, but your Instagram. So I felt so nice, that I helped somebody to give them the confidence that it can be dealt with. It's not a dead end. It's not the end of the road.
We derived strength to deal with this. I go anywhere, on any street, walk in a cab, meet any Asian, anyone. They all are informed of my problem, and they all ask me, "How are you doing? How's everything with you?" I mean, there's so much of positivity
और सब
from
बोलते हैं
other
हमारी
people's
दुआएं
side.
आपके साथ हैं, हमारी दुआएं. So that is so lovely,
But
you
tell
know.
me, you've said that he went through his lows, he went through his moments. How's it been for you, Neetu? Because, often the person, the partner who's being the support
The
system.
caretaker, the caretaker.
She's been a rock of Gibraltar. Really, really supported me. Without her, I wouldn't be not getting anywhere.
It's like I told you, he became like my child. And I wanted to do everything in my power that he should not be in pain. He should get whatever he wants. And it's just that how a mother would deal with a child.
And the doctors and the nurses in the hospital.
Oh, they are
It's
amazing.
amazing.
They are
But
amazing.
जैसे
They treated us.
हिंदी फिल्मों में there are those
नहीं
emotional
वो
moments.
फिल्मों ने हमने बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक डाल डूल के इतना खराब किया है नाम कैंसर का. But it's treatable. Yeah. Today we are there's so much of R&D research in these and people are getting in through clinical trials and dealing with all kinds of cancers and people have to be positive, really have to be positive.
And the fact that your son, a very busy superstar himself,
But when he came for 4 or 5 days and went. He came 4 or 5 times.
He's come like 4 times, yeah.
and how's the bond that you share with him?
Oh, great.
Great.
We were all the time dining out, lunching out. I mean, like I said, from one treatment to another treatment, there's only free period. There's only free time. There's only vacation
But any
time.
lows that you shared
Don't
with your
I
children
remember,
as
like I
well?
said to you earlier, it's not, I've never, thankfully, there was no pain involved. There was no surgery. There was nothing of the sort. It's just a disorder. That disorder has to be put correct.
The pain was
And it
only
takes time.
lack of taste and,
बस वही था.
था.
In those 5 months, I lost about 24 kilos.
But you're such a health freak, and from what one has read about you, all your life you've struggled to get him
yeah.
into a disciplined mode.
which I failed, obviously, and I could never do it.
And now he went to the other extreme.
Yeah.
Were there low moments? For
There were
you
times, it's so funny, his sister was here and he would say, मेरे को कुछ बना के दे. So I would put butter and I would put this and I would put मक्खन and देती थी. तो his sister से ये पहली बार मैं देख रही हूँ कि तू उसको मक्खन खिला रही है, घी खिला रही है, नहीं तो you always screaming at him, don't do this and don't do that. So I was encouraging him because I wanted him to gain weight. So I would tell him, नहीं, put more butter, नहीं थोड़ा और घी लगा लो, So she said, this is
But
quite,
now what I'm going to do is, I'm when I come back, hopefully, God willing, early September, I'm going to follow a certain regimen and then try and, get into more of shape. Yeah, I've not worked for, 11 months. I've just
That's been probably the longest that you've been
longest
away
break I've
from
ever
work.
had, and I miss
Are you
my
raring to
work.
go?
Of course, anybody would be here.
raring to go and raring to work.
My work, my food, my
If I were
bed,
given a
my
vacation,
room,
maybe
my
I would want to
friends,
go back.
my Mumbai, my
Yeah?
country, everything. Yes, I mean, it's like I said, I'm in the 11th month here. I've never been out for
So you didn't
I've
want-
never ever been. It's never been so long that I've not sat in an aircraft. I mean, 11 months I've just been stagnated to New York City.
We couldn't go out because there are
The
you have to
treatment
go to
regimen.
the
Yeah,
hospital
can't
every
really-
day and they
Yeah.
keep checking you.
Yeah, I have
so-
a PIC line, and they check me, my blood, if I need some blood transfusion, or transfusion of platelets, or whatever. So
There were times when we want to go to Boston, jaake aate hain,
we
but
wanted to
it
go.
didn't work out.
We couldn't travel out of the city because it's not permitted. Like I said, between 2 treatments, I could have easily gone back home, come back again for treatment, but the long flights and all.
Yeah.
And then you're
It's not
insecure.
advisable.
You're insecure to go anywhere. कि कुछ गिर गया, platelets गिर गए, कुछ हो गया, Then
I
what
mean,
do you
it all
do?
can be done in Mumbai also, remember.
So why did you
We
choose?
have great doctors, we have great... It was the doctor in Mumbai and Delhi who said that my MDL, MDH, what is it?
Initially it was MDS and it changed to AML later. So he says, just go there. I mean,
Yeah, just to, don't take any chances. You go there, we can treat you.
Yeah.
But you go. So, there was no thought process or, trying to think.
didn't
whether
give
it's
him
the right
time
thing
to
or no.
think.
There
So
was no
it
time.
was,
It
the
was just, I
doctor's
was put
told
in
you
the aircraft
and-
and
I
flown.
spoke to my son. My son was traveling and he came. Ridhima was already there in Mumbai. Ranbir came and I said, Ranbir, there's something I have to tell you. This is what happened. He had tears in his eyes. He says, no, how can it be? He was also in denial for like maybe an hour or so and there were tears. And then he composed himself. He said, okay, let's deal with it. So that's the way we all dealt with it.
Yeah.
Okay, this is it. Okay, that's it. Now we have to
and
go.
Maybe within a week you decided?
The next
What do you mean
day.
week? Next day.
Ranveer flew to Delhi and he
Physically
got
picked
here.
me up.
And he said, "Whoa,
and I
I'm
said,
not
give me a
going, I'm
day's
not
time.
going."
Let me give me a day's time, to deal with everything and set everything right. And the next night we were on a flight to New York.
Yep. And I don't know how I closed up the house and I just gave money to everybody. Tum ye kar lena, wo karna. And then we just sat in the plane and we've just come here and then not gone back.
And God has been God has been
She's
great,
dropped
really.
everything, come with you, been with you. You've called her the Rock of Gibraltar. But I still want to understand, where do you get that reservoir of the fighting spirit? You draw upon it from your own reserves, you speak to your children. What's the motivational factor? Is there any counseling that is required, for people dealing with cancer and, of course, their near and dear ones?
See, like I said, apart from her, my elder sister, my niece, my children, my brothers, my sisters, my younger sister, all of them were part of, the family was part of my recovery.
Positivity again.
Positivity.
Support.
And
like
thankfully,
I told
everything
you,
fell in the right place, Everything well. And then at one time, I was totally in remission of cancer. When I didn't have any cancer. So...
and that was how long ago?
April, May.
Yeah, about that time.
Yeah.
And then now I had one induction and then 2 consolidations, consolidating my position, that is of remission. And then now I will go back and whatever, if there's any kind of, thing that is going to be done, I'll do it in India, if at all. I mean, it's like life goes on.
Life goes on.
Absolutely.
And what is this period? Has it been a learning? Has it been a period of introspection?
Learning to what am I going to learn out of it?
That nothing is important. You're shopping and this. Tum ji
Material
rahe ho.
things.
When he was not eating and when I would put that morsel in my mouth, I would say, God, I'm eating. You have to be grateful. Each day that you're alive, you're eating, you're healthy. You have to be grateful to God. I think that's been my learning. Everything materialistic things is not important. Of course, we went shopping. That was my retail therapy because I just wanted to buy something and just feel happy,
Yeah.
That is the way I dealt with it. I would just go
तो क्या
somewhere.
करेंगे यहाँ बाहर?
कुछ
We're not allowed
खरीद
to
लो.
travel.
अच्छा, then you forget your problems. Like, I've not exercised for like 10 months.
We
It's
see
not
every
me.
film. We see
I
every
know.
film. We walk a lot. We walk about good 8-10 kilometers a day.
Yeah, we would
That's
see
good.
our phones.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we
A pedometer, we see how many steps you're taking.
And then we would
And
just
then,
compare how much
yeah.
have you walked and all those
And
things.
I've never seen so many films in my Hindi films. So many Hindi
Only
films in my
films?
film.
He's not,
I'm not a
shows-
real Broadway guy.
Yeah.
But did see.
And television?
इतने गाने मैंने खुद गाए हम लोगों ने कि अब दूसरों को देखते हुए इतना मजा नहीं आता है यार.
नहीं तो गाने
Because you're
घर में बैठे थे
musicians.
तो आप गाते थे.
नहीं I'm just
खुल्लम
talking about, I
खुल्ला
don't
प्यार
like these
करेंगे.
Broadway show. मुझे इतना कोई शौक नहीं है, but I'm more,
But did you romance her during
ये
this
ये
period?
रोमांस के दिन नहीं है यार, रोमांस के दिन हो चुके हैं.
नहीं रोमांस तो
Romance?
रोमांस
Rishi, Neetu का romance?
पर रोमांस तो पहले भी नहीं था.
What are you
रोमांस में
saying?
क्या होता है? I don't know what is romance.
I
Romance
mean,
is
we've seen.
ये जो
films-
आवाज है, ये पिछले 11 महीने के साथ मैं सुन रहा हूँ. मैं अस्पताल में था,
siren.
तो
Siren of the
the ambulance, the fire brigade, the police, it's all the time. I live with this.
and we made so many friends here, like doctors, patients who I used to go to, when he was in the hospital, I used to visit all these Indian people over there to go and give them moral support. They became my friends. We would
कितने
share
पेशेंट्स
so much.
हमें देसी खाना लाते थे.
Desi khana,
Yeah?
yeah.
And you love desi khana?
Of course.
You start missing the India में रह के his food कि कुछ कॉन्टी बना दे, कुछ ये बना दे, but यहाँ पे he is missing his food. I want dal, I want my.
I mean, he's done films like Rajma Chawal and.
That's just for the name.
फिर यार अपना मुल्क है, वो तो याद तो आता है.
अपना
हर चीज़
खाना,
याद
अपना
आती है.
taste. We are very
तो
strong.
क्या ऋषि और नीतू कभी मुल्क को छोड़ के यहाँ बस सकते
नहीं,
हैं?
नहीं, chance
नहीं?
नहीं.
Roots are there?
No,
Of
no.
course, deep rooted, yeah.
Deep rooted?
This is good for a
Absolutely
vacation,
deep-rooted.
but nothing like India. Nothing like our own country.
Yeah, but I don't want to sound very unreasonable or ungrateful, but New York did a great things for me.
Yeah.
I mean, for whatever I am today is thankfully for the doctors, the hospital, everything. I'm sure it has reciprocated the same way when I get back to Mumbai.
So have you connected with what's been happening in India?
Yes.
I mean,
As far as
you're
doctors are concerned, hospitals are concerned, yes.
only.
Yeah, well,
What about
aftercare is
what about
important.
the country? What about the, you're somebody who has a view on everything. And,
I'm in a wait and watch situation.
right now,
Yeah.
wait and watch for how long? For
Well,
2-3
I
weeks
don't
till
know.
you get
No,
back?
I don't know.
And then
Perhaps
you'll
so.
begin expressing yourself?
No, there's nothing called expressing. It's just that दुनिया चलती है, चलने दो. Let's see how it goes.
But, you meet Indians here. Uh, when they talk about our country, when you've been here and you look at our country, do you see any marked difference in the way our country was perceived earlier and now?
ये बहुत आर्टी क्वेश्चन है आपका. But basically जितने देसी हैं, we are desi at heart. And I think the Indians settled here are more desi than what the desis are in India. You know, I've been to so many temples here. I mean, it's a joy to be in a temple here. The way they are looked after, and their food and their love for their country, and they're doing so well in this country. They made such a mark for themselves. I'm so proud of them. I'm just some time back yesterday or sometime somebody said to me there are people who don't really speak English and they are running companies worth $2 to $3 billion. I mean, it's an achievement. It's a great achievement.
It's the Indian
entrepreneurship. Absolutely. And I'm so proud of it. So very proud of those people who have done well for themselves, are doing well, and tomorrow, even in future, the children will do very well for themselves.
I don't understand politics, but I am very, very proud of my country.
Absolutely.
And very proud of our Prime Minister.
And the people
Mr.
here
Modi.
as well.
Mr. Modi is outstanding.
So when you...
I don't understand politics, but I just admire him, his guts, the way the country is running and the changes are happening. I am totally in awe of him.
And the recent decision on Kashmir and
No, I don't understand
Disconnect.
politics.
You don't? You
But
don't?
जो भी हो रहा है अच्छा हो रहा है
जो
ठीक हो रहा है.
जैसे अच्छा होगा इससे.
And
जो
in
भी है.
your space,
I want love, I want brotherhood, I want peace. That's very important. Those are priorities. And things should be amicably solved. And then only,
सब ठीक ही होगा.
सब ठीक होगा.
सब ठीक होगा.
I think positively
so
now.
this positivity
I've
has
learned to be positive.
Yeah, you've absorbed it. deep
Absolutely,
inside.
and very necessary.
So,
and very necessary for everyone to also be very positive.
So what's the countdown you're looking at when you get back to India? What are the things that you haven't done which you want to do now?
I've done everything what I want to do. I want to get back to work. I want to get back to my routine. I want to get back to having dal chawal of my house.
Yeah.
Machhi curry.
Yeah.
Fish curry is what we're really
I
missing.
really want to get into the groove. I've not been really with my
Friends.
brothers and sisters and my friends. Very unfortunately, the day I arrived here, next day my mother passed away. So I've not been in,
That's the only
the
regret.
regret that I have not been to my house to see my mother's no more there.
And there's been, your mother's gone away. There's been also some, have you found closure about RK Studios being...
Well, that's another aspect because
it was an iconic
well,
studio.
iconic जो चार दीवारी में करते हो वो iconic होता है. ज़मीन iconic नहीं होती. Our studio got gutted. It got burned down. It was very unfortunate. We lost all our costumes, our publicity department. Everything was gutted. Everything was, devastated. And it was not possible to put in funds to make another studio because in these days, in these times, it's very expensive to make a studio. No one actually shoots in a studio because they don't give you those rents. It's not possible. And there was no way that, we could reinstate and make another RK studio because the old RK studio, which was made by Raj Kapoor himself, was gutted. So, in my mother's living time, it was decided that we should in amongst our brothers and sisters, amicably understand and try and give it to something which would be there for eternity. We hope that the gate of RK Studios remains the same way. And something else, something profound, something nice, something good would
Ranveer
come
never
about it.
expressed any interest in keeping.
See, Ranbir is another generation. He's the next generation.
Yeah.
My father, when he made the studio, had nothing to do with my grandfather and my uncles. So
What
Ranbir has got nothing to do with
Ranbir
RK
say
Studio.
is
He's my son.
RK Studio is Raj Kapoor's identity. If I do something, it won't be my identity. If I do something, it has to be my studio.
See,
So
Raj
that's Raj
Kapoor's
Kapoor.
work. Raj Kapoor's work is
It's
with
known
us.
with
What
Raj
he has done
Kapoor.
in those four walls.
I know, it's with the whole country.
Exactly.
That's with the whole country.
Yeah.
It's just
I mean,
unfortunate.
he was the
Oh,
brand ambassador in his time to Russia, to
Absolutely,
Yeah,
I
China.
totally
Amazing.
agreed with you. I mean, I just this morning when I'd gone for a little haircut, and I must share it to you. You show to these guys. I went to this barber who I didn't know, just walked into it, and he recognized me, and then he suddenly put "Main Shayar To Nahi" song in the barber shop, and there were two Russian guys, who recognized me, and he said how
Here
much he
in New
loved
York?
me. Here in New York, I so many friends of mine send me so many, forwards of Raj Kapoor's "Mera Joota Hai Japani," "Avara Hoon."
we
from all
walked
different
in and
countries.
somebody just, came up to Neetu and said, we want a picture with you.
So this is where Raj Kapoor is alive. His work is alive. That is why he's remembered. He's not going to be remembered because of his studio. आप समझे ना? So, that was an unfortunate thing that happened with us. We were-
Maybe it's your father's way of saying, like a closure. Maybe I feel Papa ne aag lagwayi hai कि भी now it's over. I'm not there.
Move on.
Move on,
Build your own
yeah,
institutions.
yeah.
And
yeah, everybody has to find his own space. Water finds its mark, हमसे नहीं हुआ यार. We're not filmmakers. I'm an actor. I'd rather be an actor. Times have changed, the परिस्थितियां हैं बदल गई हैं. You cannot be living in somebody's shadow all the time. You got to move on. और जब ये जो आग लगी, उससे हमें दुख तो बहुत हुआ. No doubt about it.
Because of the stuff.
We lost everything.
Yeah.
There's no publicity material. A lot of people ask me, यार उसके poster है, इसका ये है, यार वो कपड़े कहाँ हैं? We
Costumes.
lost all the costumes of all the films that we had. Just the grand piano of
Yeah.
the grand piano in Avara. We lost that. We lost everything.
I know.
The firemen just got in. The whole 2 floors were absolutely ablaze. It was such a horrific sight. I just can't express myself. When the World Cup was on, there was no channel showing that in my hospital. It also then I had to hook it up on my iPad and then
but
see
I
it
saw
on,
that.
on another platform. So that's how I used to see my World Cup. I'm crazy
America's
about
not a
cricket.
Yeah, World
country.
Cup kept
No,
us
but there
going
is a
for
dedicated
long
channel
time.
now in New York.
So have you been signing films
No,
now?
I have not. I've been thankfully people have been very kind. They've been offering me films and offering me work, and I said, let me get back. Let me just.
But he has
I have
few
to
in the
finish.
offing.
I have to finish a film. उसके 2 दिन बाकी हैं जिसके लिए मुझे दाढ़ी उगानी पड़ेगी फिर से.
So वो कब उगाने शुरू?
I probably a week before I depart for Mumbai.
And when are we going to have you back?
I'm still seeing the possibilities of early September.
Early September.
Yes, I'm still seeing the possibilities. When early September, we will like what? Yeah?
3 more weeks.
49, 50 weeks here. 49, 50 weeks बाद पिक्चरें नहीं चलती यार यहाँ. आज के ज़माने में मुझे यहाँ 50 हफ्ते हो जाएंगे.
बॉबी कितनी चली
नहीं
थी?
वो तो ज़माने अलग थे. तो खैर ये है कि I'm happy to be here in front of you, speaking to you. This is my first interview to anybody in front of a camera in about more than 10 months.
Yeah.
Did you go
I'm
into
not-
a shell? Did he go into a
No
shell
way, why would
while
I?
he was here?
No,
No?
no, not
Only
really.
a little irritable because there is a certain kind of cuisine, I don't want to name it, who he is very fond of. So the doctor had said no raw food and वो cuisine नहीं आप खा सकते हो. मेरे को तो वैसे भी पसंद नहीं, I don't like that cuisine. So that was restricted and he would fight.
And I was very upset that in the hospital when
वो नहीं खा
when the World Cup was on, there was no channel showing that in my hospital. It also then I had to hook it up on my iPad and then
Yeah, but
see
you
it
saw
on
that.
another platform. So that's how I used to see my World Cup. I'm
America's
crazy about
not a
cricket.
Yeah, World
country.
Cup kept
No,
us
but there is
going
a
for
dedicated
long
channel
time.
now in New York, Willow, which shows all kinds of matches. Our West Indies in India has It's
तो
being
hospital में
telecast.
नहीं आ रहा था.
नहीं थे channels उतने नहीं थे, but I saw it
But
on
you're
iPad.
watching on iPad.
iPad, yeah. But I saw it on a different platform.
Were you disappointed we didn't go all the way?
ठीक है, game होती, कभी you lose some, you win some, that's okay.
It was a good fight.
I don't
So
I don't regret that.
Has Rishi Kapoor become philosophical?
No, I mean, just because I said this doesn't make me philosophical here. No.
No,
I'm
he's
still
not
impatient,
philosophical.
I'm still irritable, I'm still the same. If I'm not the same, then I'm changed. Then something's wrong with me. I must be the
Like
same.
he said, मेरे अंदर इतना खून गया है, blood transfusion हुआ है. I hope I'm the same Rishi Kapoor.
No, I said कि acting भूल तो नहीं जाऊंगा यार, वो खून बदल देते हैं यार, प्लेटलेट बदल देते हैं,
So
लोग
कब
इतना
try
देते
करना
हैं.
है?
ऐसा तो नहीं कि यार मैं कुछ बिजनेसमैन बन गया हूँ या कोई कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्टर बन गया हूँ, एक्टिंग भूल गया हूँ यार, ऐसा तो नहीं होता ना, तो मैं पूछते रहता हूँ डॉक्टर को.
So you said you have a film that you need to go back and complete.
Actually, the film industry has been very good to me. Very good. All my producers,
You think
directors.
the film industry is united really? Because
I'm now no one to say whether they're united or whatever. I'm just telling you how they are with me. Not once have they asked me. Not once. And there are big finances involved, a lot of money involved, a lot of interest factor involved. No one ever, kind of bothered me or Neetu or my secretary or Ranbir or anybody. They all knew that we have to, go with Rishi Kapoor. He's not well, and we will.
I think in crisis, that's the crisis.
No, it's a goodwill. मेरा क्या goodwill है यार?
नहीं पर ये आपने कमाया भी तो है.
God is kind, यार. God is kind.
Because ये जो
150 फिल्मों में काम कर चुका हूँ, and over 45, 46 years now.
46 years.
Yes. Bobby started shooting in 72, released in 73.
पर उससे पहले मेरा नाम जोकर.
I don't see Joker as my start point. I see Bobby as my,
Start point.
yeah.
Okay. And what kind of work now you want to do?
I'm an actor. I see all kinds of roles, all kinds of cinema. I play good, bad, indifferent. I played the hero, the romantic hero. I played the anti-hero. Now I'm playing characters. Anything that I feel I feel happy to do, I'll do it. I'm very happy.
You think you've been acknowledged enough by the system, by the industry?
I don't care. I'm happy that I'm still working. I'm happy. I'm happy that I still, people recognize me as an actor. They give me work. I still work. I'm happy with that. But the other things are peripheral goodies. And I've never pushed myself, never got into anything to, get recognized in any other manner. I'm happy, जो है सो है, इसमें क्या है?
In your
It's
own
very
space.
unfortunate that, the greats like Shami Kapoor and Kishore Kumar went unrecognized. I've always felt that. And this is something that is very unfortunate. क्यों इनका कोई contribution नहीं था सिनेमा में क्या? शमी कपूर का contribution, किशोर कुमार का contribution नहीं था. I'm sure there must be so many other people, Kader Khan. So many people who they did so
Kishore
much
Kumar
of work. Yeah, the
is
great
an
Kishore.
institution.
Absolute. Shami Kapoor by himself was an institution.
Absolutely.
People still watch his films. So,
Teesri Manzil,
so
Jungli.
we don't have a dedicated so-called cell to see how we honor art. It's like what they do, how they do in America. They honor, actors. They honor musicians, sculptors and painters and all kinds of. They honor art. हमारे यहाँ वो तहजीब नहीं है या है तो then you gotta pull strings or you gotta do those. तो हमसे आता नहीं, हमसे होता नहीं. हम अपना काम जानते हैं, एक्टिंग जानते हैं, बस वो थोड़ा बहुत कर लेते हैं. ठीक है, गाड़ी चलती रहे.
He's being so modest.
Modestly, I'm being honest. I have no other way to react then. This is the only way I can react. So I'm happy to be that way. I have no complaints.
Neetu,
Jitendra, my dear friend, Rakesh Roshan, my dear friend, they have never been acknowledged. 50 साल से ऊपर उन लोग काम कर रहे हैं यार. और किया है. आज नहीं करे तो क्या हुआ? But किया है. उनका सरमाया है. They have worked so much in this country. What about them? I'm not bothered about myself. Jitendra ने कितना, how much of entertainment is given to this country?
True. I mean, from
Absolutely.
the Brash earlier films
I know. I feel bad.
the
No, he's
Gulzar
not been.
films
Yeah.
that he did.
Whatever.
I mean, what a change of
Yeah,
persona.
whatever. Look at the kind of music, the heroines, the kind of cinema he did. He has done it, so what? Yeah.
But Neetu, you've been away from the arc lights. Never missed it? You don't even do interviews
No,
very often.
you had to really pull me to this one.
No, it's very important, Neetu, to do this interview because she would explain to you better. I do not really know very much of the malady I went through.
Going on with him.
And you know what it was.
You know, like
She
2 months
knows
back, he's
better.
asking, "Mere ko hua kya hai?"
Medication, medication, what are the
time to
do's and
go,
what are the
where are we
don'ts.
going?
The
Doctors.
do's and don'ts and everything. But these are the only things you got to remember in this. Otherwise, it's smooth sailing.
The first 1 month, I thought I will have a nervous breakdown because यहाँ दवाइयाँ ना इतनी सारी थी, and सबके नाम they're very like each other and they're very difficult name. Like Pozen call Z and then Posen call with S.
Okay.
And something is in the morning, कोई शाम को, कोई रात
In all
को.
generics of
तो
the
मेरे को
medicines
रात
are-
को चक्कर आते थे. I would call my children. I said, I'm going to have a nervous breakdown. I don't understand this dawaii and I can't do it wrong. I have to do it right. So, but then I kind of made my own list and the way it should be given with what I would understand. So yes, initial thought.
Is the light failing? Are we okay with the light? Huh? Sorry, I'm sorry. Technical thing, I just.
But
sorry.
movies.
You haven't lost your touch. And
No, that's what I felt. कि ऐसा तो नहीं हो रहा कि मेरी रोशनी मेरी कुछ कम दिख रहा है
रोशनी तो
मुझे.
आपके अंदर से अब आ रही है.
I feel good to talk to you, Navika. Thank you for giving us this opportunity in this platform to talk. I mean, of course, there have
I've
been
been
several
messaging you.
occasions. Yes, you've been messaging me. There have been several
But I
occasions
never-
from a
I've
lot
never,
of channels who
hounded
wanted
you.
to talk to me. Yes, nobody bothered me. Nobody hounded me. Nobody, pressurized
Yeah, you
me.
needed your
Thank
space
you.
and you deserved it.
No, I needed that, the comfort zone.
Yeah, yeah.
To take it.
Yeah.
And now I'm, God willing, I'm much better and raring to go.
And Neetu, I want to ask you this, woman to woman,
Right.
was there a feeling of insecurity? Was there a feeling on a given day where you just felt your heart was sinking? You needed also some
My
support
heart has
because
been
you were being the support for him. Who was being the support
My
for you?
heart has been sinking since 8-9 months.
Yeah?
Yeah. Every night I sleep with palpitation. So एक बार बीच में तो I thought कि there's something wrong with my lungs because I couldn't breathe. So, there were times in the night.
Did she show it to you?
So I went
No?
to a few doctors, lung doctors.
Yeah,
they
when
said-
she said she was not okay, then we
so
took
the
her to the
lungs
doctors.
are okay. So
Well,
it's
okay.
just, it's
not-
not,
no.
I was not
Anxiety
scared.
होगी।
It is anxiety.
Yeah.
डॉक्टर जाना है, ये करना है,
होता है ये तो,
खाना,
these are side
दवाइयाँ,
effects,
so
these are side
stress, फिर winter में वो walking, going up and down from the hospital. That was stressful.
So what would be your advice to the families?
Families, just stay together, just be together. Don't leave your parents, don't leave your brothers, sisters, don't leave your friends.
That's your
That's
ecosystem and support system.
That support system.
नविका आज क्या है, इतना अवेयरनेस है इस डिजीज के बारे में, इतना अवेयरनेस फैलाव इतना हो गया है. पुराने ज़माने में अवेयरनेस नहीं था. प्रॉब्लम तो उस वक्त भी थी, तो लोग कहते थे अरे भगवान को प्यारी हो गई, कुछ नहीं था. Because they were never diagnosed. Today there is awareness. There are diagnoses are done, and the like I was telling you earlier, research is so technologically and medically they have gone so vast and so much in details that things are really happening. There's so many clinical tests happening for all kinds of cancers. And gives hope, gives life.
There were time that I knew his problem, so मैं Google करती थी और रात के 2-2, 3-3 बजे तक
Google तो डरा देता है ना?
नहीं कि प्रॉब्लम क्या है, इसका क्या हल हो रहा है, क्यों आता है, क्या होता है. So sometimes I feel my eyes were going to pop out, because kept on looking at the computer. अच्छा ये दवाई इसका ये so initially
So did
there was
your
a lot of
superstar
anxiety.
son also have time to sort of counsel
You know what he did to me?
Yeah?
That motivated me. I was over here and he did some award function में उसने एक speech दिया, and he said such kind words about me. That motivated me also. That gave me so much support. Without him knowing it, I haven't told him. But like when you do a movie and you get an award, you're recognized. It's not that I'm looking for some people to say, oh, she's done a great job. No, it's just motivation from your children, from my sister-in-law. Every day she would tell me, she would say something nice to me. So that keeps you going. That's what helped me. Every day.
Apart from my children, my niece Natasha.
Natasha.
Yeah.
She would come and
Ritu
say,
and Rima, both
Neetu,
my
Mami,
sisters.
You're alone. Let's go for coffee. She would get her car and She would take me to Starbucks, and we would.
Kept us occupied, you know.
Kept us
Counseling
going.
is very important.
That's
in
what
this.
I mean. That friends, family,
And now that
children.
we are in New York, you know, whoever's dropping in is calling you. And,
He's the क्या Statue of Liberty.
Oh, shut up.
कि साथ में खड़े होके सबको फोटो खिंचानी है.
नहीं, that is they are.
He's the
नहीं, उनका
tourist
बड़प्पन है,
attraction.
नहीं, तो ये गलत बात है.
ये
वो उनका
मोहब्बत है
बड़प्पन है, ये
लोगों की.
मोहब्बत
ये
है लोगों
मोहब्बत
की.
है
ये
लोगों की.
मजाक
गलत.
कर रहे हैं.
ये मजाक
Tourist
जो भी है.
attraction
He's
है.
not your
They are,
Rishi alone. He's
they are so
India's
kind
Rishi
and
Kapoor.
No, but I
nice
tease
and-
him. I tease him. I say you're
So
tourist
forthcoming,
attraction.
they've cared so
But
much
everybody's
about me.
been so lovely.
I have so many people,
And
asking to
between
meet me.
yourselves, between Rishi and
I've fought
Neetu,
with him so many times.
Yeah?
Whenever
Now?
he is, the other day, I wanted to fight with him, but I could not, because sometimes he says things, I have to keep quiet because he's not well, right? So I kept quiet. जब उसका hemoglobin अच्छा हो गया, then I screamed at him. He said, don't scream, I'm not well, I'm not. I said, no, your hemoglobin is absolutely okay. I can scream at you. You listen to me. You have to help me so I can help you. You cannot behave like that. You cannot say these things. So we've had our moments. It's not that. So my kids feel, chalo, y'all are fighting, it's good, y'all are normal.
You're normal. But have the bonds grown deeper in this time?
Definitely with the children, yes. He and, yeah.
Yeah?
You know, these
And now
moments,
would you look forward?
These moments.
I look forward to dal chawal.
दाल चावल?
Yes.
Machhi curry.
एक कोई गल?
Machhi kadhi.
Dal chawal, मैं machhi curry.
हाँ.
So these
Rajma chawal.
No, but any other
Dahi kadhi.
milestones?
I
You know,
I
खाने
think
की
somebody
बात
should
कर
make
रहे
a
हो.
film called Dahi Kadhi also now with me.
dahi kadhi क्या होता है?
Rajma chawal क्या होता है यार?
Rajma chawal is iconic.
It's iconic.
Rajma.
Okay. I went through winter, spring, summer, and now next month again the autumn will unofficially come in from the first this weekend. 4 seasons I've seen this. Padjhad mein. It's an experience by itself.
Any other milestones that now you want to get to personally in life?
नहीं यार बस भगवान का शुक्र है कि बस गाड़ी चल रही है अच्छा है. I'm good. Thankfully to all the people, their blessings, their duas.
You're looking
doctors,
forward to
everything.
Ranbir's marriage, wedding?
Whenever it should happen, of course we're looking forward to it.
You're looking forward to it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whenever he should decide and we will.
But as parents कभी ये बात करते हो कि नहीं करते हो? आजकल के बच्चों के साथ करनी चाहिए कि नहीं करनी
नहीं
चाहिए?
करनी पूछ लो. Don't push yourself.
Yeah.
But you can inquire what's happening.
Okay.
Is it going on? What kabhi hai? Kya hai? Very casually. I mean, I don't push him, nor does he. It's whenever he decides to do it.
It must be looking nice behind. Very nice.
Dreamy.
This is good light and.
That's his way of changing the subject.
Exactly. Yeah.
You want to change? Carry on, yeah. Where were you last?
You love to get all the attention to yourself.
No, I'm just saying.
When
Look at
I'm talking, you have to change
अच्छा
the
बोलना यार. क्यों फजूल में कुछ बोल रही है यार?
बोलने नहीं देते हो आप.
अच्छा.
कुछ बोलते तो बीच में he puts it down.
So as a mother, would you now, एक Indian mentality भी होती है कि
शादी करो, शादी करो.
नहीं, not शादी, but it's also time, कि
Yeah, but she does. I mean, but
no pressure,
no pressure.
no pressure.
No pressure. I never pressured my daughter. When whoever she wanted to get married, whenever, and whatever they want to do. Like Vidima wanted to get in.
हमारी भी तो love
fashion.
marriage हुई थी ना.
And how? And it was what fairy tales were made of. I can still remember the wedding that took place in Trombay Club in Mumbai,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Chembur.
yeah.
And
I'm reminded of this place. I'm not changing the topic, please. Let me
अच्छा,
say
नहीं,
this.
ठीक है. You're allowed.
I've been here in 4 seasons, the same
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
When I came here, it was autumn. I went through winter, spring, summer, and now next month again the autumn will unofficially come in from the first this weekend. 4 seasons I've seen this. Padjhad mein.
This is also an experience.
It's an experience by itself. A
So
year
what do you want
in-
to tell people back home? क्या कहना चाहते हो आज?
Thank you.
Well, thank you all,
Thank you for the
whosoever
support and love.
thought about us. Thank you very much for your prayers. Thank you very much for all your love.
And when do you start
Coming
shooting?
back and promise you try and do good work again.
So when do you start shooting?
I have no idea. I'll take 15 दिन छुट्टी मारूंगा यार.
बस 15-20 दिन.
हाँ, that's all. Waiting to shoot यार.
Waiting to shoot.
Absolutely.
So in 2 weeks you're back at work.
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks.
दाढ़ी वाड़ी
max.
रुक जाए. उनकी वजह then I got to hear scripts. I got to decide which film. there's one definite film which I need to do. I'm not saying anything is yet because that's all being,
Formalized?
well, it's in its, what do I say, pre-production. So that's going to be shot in Delhi and Dehradun.
Oh, wow.
So, and that be before the end of the year. It needs to be done.
Delhi and Dehradun. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to
So
that.
is he going to go alone or is Neetu Singh going with him? Neetu Kapoor, going with him and monitoring his lifestyle, his medicines.
Maybe I'll
his-
set him up and see
Yeah.
the everything, and because I've become a pro.
So, ready for the next phase of life?
Absolutely.
And absolutely enthusiastic.
Well, now we will tread with, baby steps, take baby steps, not great, huge strides, because we've had a slight setback, but we will take baby steps and get back into the groove. I do not want to sound very over the top. I don't want to sound, be very brash about the whole thing. It's just that, thank you, thank you all for your
Well, it's
kind
been
wishes.
Such a pleasure, and wish
Thank you, dear.
both
Thank you.
so much.
Love you.
And
Love you, all you guys.
And
Love you.
love
Thank
in
you.
life,
Thank
and
you. Thank
stay
you.
smiling.
Always.
Because we want you
Always.
back in India, in Mumbai, in Delhi, and Dehradun, smiling, raring to go.
Thank you.
And telling people
Chalo.
that you deal with these challenges.
चलो अभी बंद कर भी दारू वारू पीते हैं चलो.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for joining me on Frankly
Thank you
Speaking.
all. Thank you. Bye bye.